making one, miss two.
Harden gets free. DiVincenzo right up into him. Harden, contested jumper. That's good. He made a big number of acquisitions. Harden, little fake to get rid of Barrett. And a touch from James Harden.
Defense was so poor. Harden had all day to take the shot.
Quickly, 4 points quickly off the bench. No pun intended. Harden, step back, three-pointer, got it.
Harden is in a nice groove tonight, folks.
His fingers on it?
Yeah.
Harden, step back, jump shot, got it. 9 points, 2 assists. DiVincenzo trying to force Harden right. He goes left, leans in.
No fouls to give for the Knicks.
Knicks should get one more possession after this. Harden, long three-pointer is good.
Half-court set here for LA. Harden back in. It opened up for him, and an easy look for James Harden. Zubac's out of the post. Harden fakes on a three. Pulls it back. Ball on the string. Nails the triple. A lot of dribbling. Pull it back. James Harden is feeling it.
Bert, this is a Clippers team that leads the league in three-point percentage, second in the league in field goal percentage. They are normally especially accurate.
Harden a three.
On cue.
And he has cut the Nets' lead to 2.
Mavs lost at home for the first time this year on Wednesday night to Toronto. They're 3-1 at American Airlines Center as Harden drills a three. As a junior, he averaged just over 12 points a game. Improved as a three-point shooter as Harden softly lays that runner. Zubac jostling for position down on the block with Dwight Powell. Pass out to Kawhi. Drive, kick, 4 to shoot. Harden rattles in a three-pointer.
Rebound, second effort here for the Clippers, thanks to Moussa Diabate. Clever handle for Harden, throws it up and throws it in. They battled back. It's something that they put a feather in their cap. Taylor Jenkins mentioned that before the game. I'm proud of how we battled. We have it deep in us. We have to find it as Harden knocks down a 15-footer. Zoot out of his comfort zone. Harden picked up by Gilliard. Mid-range in-route is good. From the wing to the lane, Powell in the corner, driven off the line, gives it to Mann, hangs, blocked by Biyombo, recovered by Harden, the three for the tie, oh, it's good!
Harden finding a gap, goes into Jokic. Westbrook on top, Porter is there, diving to the rack, picked up by Zubac and hails the ball, Harden with the three. James Harden knocks in the tray. Against Memphis on Sunday in LA, Harden is on top. Harden's already knocked in a three. The hesitation, the drive, the bump, and the deuce.
Coach Malone absolutely loves his athleticism, especially at the offensive end. And he thinks he has a chance to be a really fine two-way player.
Harden's got 7. Harden so far with an assist and 7 points. Zeke Naji is on him. He just got off the bench. He tries to defend, and Harden slips it in. Now they got Caldwell, Bogut, and George. Jackson is on. Harden a 3-7 to fire, and he got it to go.
Chance to tie or take the lead with a 3 here for the Clippers.
Harden, Naji defending, driving, and there it is. A drive by James Harden to tie it at 79. Final 9 seconds. Harden 3 over Brown.
What did you say? Go back to the basics?
Follow through basics.
They start their offense through him, both high and low. He is really an improved player.
Harden gets downhill against his one-time team and lays it in. 5 first-quarter turnovers for the Clippers. Harden drives on Jeff Green. Counted on a foul. Houston, 8 for 13. Clippers counting their blessings to be down just 7. They might need this guy to take over a little bit more. Harden knocks it down. He's 3 for 3. Harden with 10. Just 3 for 14 here in this second quarter. Rockets, on the other hand, now 10 for 21. Harden knocks it in and remains perfect. He's 4 for 4.
And turnovers. They only want 12 per game, and they have 0 points in transition. They need to box out. No more second looks for the Rockets. When they get it, get out and push it.
Well, that is a nice way to start. Not only your report, Patrick. 16 of 30, but carries a career average of 34%. Harden for three. Knocks it down. James Harden could throw a key into a lock tonight. He is 7 of 8. Harden. This is for the lead. Oh, he put it in! Count it and a foul! Oh, my!
Unbelievable.
Harden gets Victor off his feet. And James Harden with a little bit of a tutelage right there. Kawhi gets Jeremy off his feet. We've seen that enough tonight.
Our guys go for too many ball fakes. And then it creates a disadvantage.
Especially with the defense giving him that shot. Harden just blows by Keldon. Pop's not going to like that.
That was too easy.
Forward to shoot. Victor with a help defense. Harden for three. That's a killer. Good defensive possession for the Spurs, and Harden drains the three at the buzzer.
I think one of the questions you have with this group, though, is where does the player leadership come from? Because I wouldn't call James Harden a leader.
Behind you with all that length and athleticism makes you nervous, throws you off.
Tice the rebound off the Leonard miss. Harden wide open.
That's a drill there. It's like your assistant coach throwing you the ball. With the ball fake and taking it to the basket.
Harden wide open three.
Again.
James Harden. They need to free up James Harden. They do that by setting more back screens, slowing down the pace, and sending the backcourt to set a screen for him.
George pretends to shoot the three. 4 to shoot for man. Hot potato for Harden, the three. Oh, it is good. Harden with his second bucket puts the Clippers out in front.
And he's not going to disrupt it by trying to get some shots up. He's distributing the basketball, and the Clippers look really well. Now that's the shot you take. Right there. See? And that kind of seal it for the Mavericks.
Mavericks became just the 5th team this year to win a game when shooting less than 40% from the field. Harden. His second three. Clippers easy layup turnover on the other side. Clippers coming off a big win against Dallas. Really a high-quality win for them. James Harden in the corner for three. Catch and shoot. That was a question. Can he do that? Would he do that as a Clipper? Harden to retaliate. He does. His second bucket for James Harden. 6 points and a couple of assists. Patient possession here for the Clippers. Harden for three. It's good. His third.
Shot clock down to 6. Out to Harden for three. And he laces the long ball. Aaron Fox on the heels of a 29-point game last night. Harden pulls and knocks it home. At almost 39% on the season. Good active hands by Fox. Out to Harden. Shot clock at 7. Drives it in over Sabonis and one.
On the floor, they're going to get open looks.
Oh, Zubac with the block on Sabonis. And back comes Kawhi Leonard. Out to Harden wide open for three. Passes, then fires the next one. Good decision making by the Beard. Over to Lies, who pulls the three. McGee hustling right to Harden. Wow. Just went to the wrong guy, and Harden lays it home with a nice pass to Tice and a block inside. Harden with a defensive play. I'm not sure you had that on your bingo card, but you might have had the three ball on your bingo card by Harden.
In the first half, if you're going to drop off of him, he's going to be confident and step in.
Harden turned the corner and now has 19. Mike Brown calls timeout. 7 on the shot clock. Kick out to Harden for an open three. And Jordi Fernandez, the associate head coach, shaking his head.
But they're using Looney because Zubac is sagging off him so much. Any screen he sets, the shooter's going to have some space. Harden eases into a three and drops that in. Season high. Steph stayed with Harden, and he bottoms another three. I told you, he was super aggressive. Fancy there. Now you miss your 2-for-1 opportunity, kind of. And Harden really makes it hurt with the three. Yeah, so now they got 2-for-1. His last 26 threes. Harden catch and shoot.
That's what's different with this Clipper team. Harden with a running start. He'll flip it in and draw the foul, and we've seen a lot of that over the years. Wiggins, Payton, and Draymond, your three best defenders. You're down two of those three. Moody right there, but Harden is that good. Harden hitting the three, and it's a 5-point game.
Last 5 ball games, 19 points a game and shooting over 40% from three.
In case you didn't know, Brian, as Harden goes in, Xing in off the glass.
In the history of the NBA than Steph Curry. Moody misses. Rebound belongs to the Clippers, and now Harden is back the other way. Clippers are down 15. Harden from the line to the lane to the rim and in. Second bucket for Harden. Big reason why the Warriors out in front by 21 have led by as many as 22. Harden all alone in the corner for three. It's good. It's the first three for Harden. He has 7. Saric for three. Rebound poked over to Leonard. Clippers have it. They've outscored the Warriors 8-7 in the quarter. James calls his own number right down the boulevard and lays it at 9 for James Harden. Between offensive fouls from Paul George, careless passes, oh my goodness. Harden for three. It's good. Harden now with 14. Clippers now playing with a little pace, something that Ty Lue has preached. Harden from the line to the lane, bangs into Loney. Clippers are down 5. Harden attacks to the rim, lays it in. 21 for Harden, 57 seconds to play.
Ankle injury for Murray, cost in the last 2 games, and then he missed 11 prior to that with a hamstring. Here's a finish with the offhand, the right hand for James Harden. They've now missed 4 in a row from behind the arc. Harden goes right at Strother, draws the foul, count the basket. That's vintage James Harden that time. As we close in on a minute remaining here in the first half. Denver, the 3rd best record in the West. Clippers in 9th. Harden drills the 3. Now this lineup that's on the floor for the Clippers that started the second half, started the first half like this. Just rare that he takes that many shots, but also rare that he misses that many. Harden with the sidestep 3. It's down, and the Clippers lead is 4. That's the limit we were told for him in his first game back. Barely played in the last month with hamstring and ankle injuries. Harden, push shot is good from just inside the free throw line.
They've been struggling over the last few games. We mentioned he's much better in the corners. It's Harden given space, buries the 3. It does not take much to get this crowd going in Salt Lake. And Harden drills the silencer.
Reese with the recovery, blocked by George, recovered by Kawhi. Leonard in overdrive, back to Harden, to the rim, and in. A 6-for-6 start for the Clippers. To the trailer. Harden off the screen, pulls up, and knocks it down. James Harden, his 2nd basket, 6 points.
Home about 10, and now he's exceeded that already in the first half with 12 points.
He's played a very controlled game. Harden, deep 3. Oh, it's good for Harden. Back-to-back buckets for James. He's got 9.
From Terrence Mann.
Just get it inbound. Thibault, a good defender, gave chase. Harden in the corner for 3. It's good. And the Clippers, they are also in action in the capital city. Initially, it looked like the Clippers might be able to take care of business early as Harden hits another 3 from the same spot. Every time you were there, Clippers need to get back to it. Blazers get a bucket. They forge ahead by 3. Harden from the wing to the line. Oh, he punches it in. Harden rises.
Yeah, but the Blazers are 16 for 33 from behind the 3-point line, and this is a team that's shooting at 34%.
Counted on a foul for Harden. They'll go to the line.
Keegan Murray opened up the backdoor cut. And a beautiful pass like you talked about. That's a bonus. That's the James Harden.
George steps into a 3. George struggled through 3 quarters yesterday. How about another steal by Harden? Goes right to the rim and lays it in.
Because they continue to get you those shots in the corner.
Harden straight to the rim and lays it in. 46-30 Clippers.
Not this evening.
with the restructured and refocused defense and softball refocus. My goodness, James is now able.
29-28, Clippers open up the second quarter with the lead, but now late in the clock, going to have to do something. Hart dancing against Wiggins. Lets it fly from distance. Oh, it's a roof scraper, and it's a good one. The leadership from Harden during practices. First there, last to leave, working with Zoo, working with the big boys, knocking down big shots. Harden with 11 and 7 assists.
Look at Chris Paul and force him to have to play defense, knowing that he has 3 fouls.
Harden for 3 over Paul. It knocks down. It's 47-35. 11, but Golden State has found their offense, in particular Klay Thompson. Hart drives, sidesteps his defender and lays it in. Hart now with 20.
Just based on the outside knowledge of what you heard and what you saw James Harden, but now we love it. Loving it.
Harden for 3. Oh my goodness. He's 5 for 5. He's got 28. He was 9 for 9 last night in Phoenix. Harden taking matters into his own hands. A graceful glide for James Harden. And he puts the tied up at 61. As Azar said, New York shooting 54%. Randall dribbles off his leg and then slings it to George. Here come the Clippers. Harden, a rhythmic 3. Oh, it's good. Harden with his second bucket. He's got 7.
Deter you from making a play.
George the handoff. Zubats the catch on the bounce.
Stay down. You got a big time score. You got to stay down. Went for the ball fake it after that.
Stars game, the celebrity game, media and practice went on sale earlier today. Adam, All-Star voting starts tomorrow for All-Star Week.
So that Indianapolis puts its best foot forward. We have with the combined events, something that Chris mentioned, we have something like 200,000 tickets that are available for fans.
Shot clock at 7. Harden step back 3. Got it.
You can't play it any better than that. That's just.
Now Brown goes inside with a hard drive, rebounded by Zubac.
He shot it with the wrong hand and never could get enough push on it.
And that rolls in. TJ McConnell, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists off the bench. Harden from long range.
Long range. It's the one thing he brings is the one thing that's, well, he pushed it. The one thing he brings is the one thing that's really missing is defense. And James Harden has started to find his rhythm. Now they're brushing off some of the edges.
And that calls in for Harden.
Yeah, but there's no way.
Now Harden against Toppin. Shot clock at 3.
He's going to drive him. He's going to drive. I meant driving back. Because he's making his 3-point shot.
22-point lead. Both Harden and George have made 5
threes. You got to look to help out here because they got the same thing. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just looking at this game. And I know that on the street with guys like this, you don't try to stop what they do.
And Harden again, he has put on a fourth-quarter show. The injury on Saturday at Minnesota. Here he comes again, Harden. That's his 8th.
We need stuff to talk about, so we're going to overreact.
Yeah, those Zoom production meetings don't run themselves. Yeah,
no, we're going to overreact to anything that we.
Here's Harden, blocked by Powell, goaltend.
Everything's going the Clippers' way.
11-10 was the last time the Mavs were in front, but they lead 95-94 until Harden drills a 3. Disruptive it is to this Clipper possession. Does it throw off what they wanted to do out of a timeout? A Harden step back 3. He made 8 threes Monday. Hasn't made any until these last 2 here in the fourth quarter.
Slowing down that 4-on-1. As Coffey got one off the 3-point line. The pass over to Harden, spotted up in the corner. That's an easy shot there for James Harden.
Body of Paul George, not allowed him to get anywhere a good look.
And Michael, we're sitting here courtside. We can see the physicality of James Harden straight away, knocks him down. As King looking to move in his space, trying to turn the corner, but Paul George, those quick hands. 5th in the NBA, 1.7 steals per game. Harden is going to get the and 1.
By Isaiah Joe. Need a whole lot of time to get that shot off.
And Harden able to carve out some space. No Kawhi Leonard tonight on the back end of a back-to-back. Beating the Dallas Mavericks. And James Harden, who got off to a real slow start. He was 1 for his first 10, but all of a sudden...
A step back. This is for the lead. Oh, he put it in! The Clippers will not go away. They're out in front by 1. The first time.
You just mentioned all have happened in this third quarter.
Well, Harden got around and right through the defense.
The Celtics have been on West Coast time for a minute. Harden right down the lane as he splits a pair of would-be defenders. Clippers have the rebound, looking to push here, down by 10.
Big defensive challenge that time by Brown.
Harden for 3, knocks it down. 7 to shoot. Off the Tice screen, it's Harden. He does it again. Back-to-back threes for Harden. Brown turns it over again. Clippers do not have numbers, but Harden works into overdrive. Drives into Horford and lays it in. Harden now with 10 points and 5 assists.
Looking for more physicality here in the second half, and they realize the Boston team is not a team you can fall asleep on. They need to be alert.
Today is not a great day to examine under the hood, but again, Boston is that good. The Clippers are fatigued as Harden knocks it down. The starting point guard, he could shoot, he could score. He's trying to do everything else, and Ty Lue says we're just fine with that. Harden for 3, it's good. And he trims the lead down to 3.
That's a shot you want Miles Bridges to have to take off the dribble. Shot is speaking about off the dribble, and you want guys to take. That's James Harden.
They are 7th in the league in that category. Harden goes to work. Here's the handles. Here's the drive to the rim and in. Harden with 10 first quarter points.
Be a lot more efficient on your shot.
Cody Martin, quite the pest against Harden. So Harden says, I got something for you. Counted on a foul for James Harden. And a 4-point play opportunity. It comes from that lady right there. Yes, it does. Mom, I'm glad you're here. Harden for 3. We're glad James Harden is here. 17 first half points. Yeah. 52-45. Clippers by 7. Harden. Another 3. Indeed. 5 threes for James Harden, and the Clippers lead by 10.
When you don't stop the ball and you allow that penetration and transition, you're going to give up the layup. And speaking of which, same thing here. This is right back after a made basket.
Clippers and Charlotte tied at 93. 5 to shoot. Sidestep triple. He put it in. 6 threes for Harden. He's got 28. To 101, part of their 6-game losing streak as James Harden knocks down a 3 and ties up the score. Clippers looking for their first lead. Nearly 5 minutes off this first quarter clock. Harden shows off the handles, gets around Bane, lobs it up and in. Counted and a foul. Smart 4-3. Broadcasters jinx nearly in place. Rebound goes to Zoo. Harden rumbles down the lane, challenges Biyombo and lays it in.
Such great footwork around the basket. Zoo fortunate he did not commit a foul.
3 for Harden is good again. He's got 10. James Harden, what else can you say about the way he has played with the Clippers? If you look at those advanced numbers, there's even more advanced numbers as Harden goes right down the lane. George has the chair pulled out from underneath him against Tyler Hero. Clippers are able to recoil, and they get the ball to Harden for 3. It's good. 2 straight buckets for James Harden, and the Clippers have doubled up the heat here. Kane able to get into the paint, puts up a tough shot. Ivica Zubac with a vice grip, sends it ahead to Harden. Down the lane, down the hatch. We are tied at 48. This is good job, Adam.
You know, great restaurants in Brickell area. You know.
Harden pulls up for 3. It's good. 67-61.
But James is very adept at sneaky with it and being adept at taking step-back three-point shots and making opponents pay.
Leonard controls. Bull closing out. Can't give that guy much space, and that is why. Harden only 1 bucket so far. With a pullback, make it 2. 5 points. Bigs have been catalysts to their team's recent success. Harden on the pullback.
They're just letting them get.
Commissioner Silver.
Well, he's got to put it in right now, right?
Deep 3 on the attempt from James Harden over the top
of the outstretched hands of Booker. Doubling, right?
Yeah, and especially when Zubac is the one that is trying to double team. Look, if they shoot the ball like that, this is going to be tough.
Harden tied up, stripped there by Allen. But somehow the Clippers get it back. Harden sets and fires.
Stay down.
Wow. 10-2 run right now for the Clips, up by 4. Paul George shares it. Wrong guy to leave. And now it's a 13-2 run. So there's a premium now on stops. When things aren't working offensively. Wants to go back to Paul George. That was taken away, but he got the switch, and he gets the layup out of it.
LeBron had some very choice words when asked how the Lakers were playing the other night. Oh, they do not stop Harden, who goes all the way in and scores.
Longer off too much. So.
You know, as everybody knows, we have yet to be treated as it's rattled in by James Harden. Sellout crowd. Almost all of them Laker fans. Harden. They're taking all kinds of time.
Trying to work for that three-point shot.
Harden's got it.
The one thing you did not want to let him get is a three.
Harden.
Kobe, I thought, made some great plays last week in Phoenix. Harden gets downhill, crashes into Eubanks, counted on a foul.
They would always send you left,
I was all right. Harden, a pull-up three. It's good. 40-34, James Harden. First down.
Hey, you didn't need a crystal ball to understand that part, that he would have an impact on this game. And speaking about impact, James Harden
came right out and did the interview, and it's a tie with Grant Hill and Jason Kidd back in 1994.
That's a great story.
Harden knocks down the mid-range jumper. Turnovers, 14 points for Phoenix off of those miscues. Certainly the reason. Harden for three. Oh, it's good again. Harden with 13. Win that. They win the tiebreaker, period, by winning the division. It's not a goal to win the Pacific Division as Harden flings up a three and knocks it down. Temple dashing down the lane. Blocked from behind by Tice. Harden on the wing for three. What a sequence.
What a...
Boucher. Blocked by George. Harden attacks on Barnes to the rim and in. 5 for Harden.
I've said this before, you've heard me, Brian. Quickly reminds me a little bit of Maxey from Philadelphia.
James Harden for three. Oh, he rattles it in. Second three for James Harden.
That number's here.
Harden is aware. From the line to the lane to the rim and in for James Harden. He's got 10. He's got 9 assists as well. And the Clippers lead 101-95. Nice pass from Kawhi. Good finish inside by James Harden.
The second quarter has been a strength for the Clippers this year, averaging better than 30 points per second quarter. Harden, yes, and the foul. Harden already with 6 assists to his credit. Drives on Roddy, floats it up and in. Harden with 6 points to go along with those 6 assists. Jackson, Tillman, Bain, 13 apiece.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies, they've come back from double-digit deficits before, but it's going to take a big effort on the defensive side as James Harden.
Anderson can't hit. Tice boxing out Gobert. Harden inside, bucket, and the foul.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Missed opportunity. Harden makes the Wolves pay.
12th rebound of the game for Rudy Gobert.
Coming off back-to-back 2010 games as Harden. 10 on the shot clock. Harden dancing on the perimeter. Step back, pull up, good. James Harden.
That they acquired James Harden. And so he really hasn't had a ton of opportunity to play with Harden, who kind of runs the show here for the Clippers. Harden! Terrific job. Great hands there by the young fellow.
Remember Wallace, lottery pick by Dallas before he ended up with the Thunder, as that ends a 10-0 run.
first year where they've had some consistency in terms of not having a ton of injuries.
Harden's going to fire again. Splash! A little bit too much in the rebound by Man. Will look like Kawhi Leonard, a little bit grimacing in pain as he makes his way up to his feet, and that is another three for Harden.
He has learned a lot playing with SGA.
25 last night for Williams in the loss to the Lakers. He's got 23 here tonight. Harden, left-handed floater.
Probably had the line of the day as Walker gets this layup here. He probably had the line of the day when he said the workers couldn't stop for 8 minutes for them to talk. They're on a tight schedule there. They're running a tight ship, Brian.
And there is Terrence Mann with the rebound. Clippers down 13. Just 3 for 7 in the second quarter. Harden for 3. Oh, it's good. They're down 12 to start the third quarter. Harden from the nail. It's good for James Harden. He's got 11.
I like the play. He adds a lot of value. Defensively, what you can do, and offensively, he's a lob threat at the rim.
He's great finishing at the iron. So is James Harden, who lays it at Harden now with 13. Finney Smith overplays. Leonard can't take advantage. Harden for 3. Oh, he knocks one down. Second 3 for Harden.
And you know what I mean? Eventually get out the hospital. So let's see if the Clippers can take advantage of that.
Oh, Harden put it in.
No LeBron James tonight. Hachimura, as you can see here on the bottom, picking up Kawhi Leonard. A tough matchup for anyone. And there's James Harden.
He was still within range. Didn't have to take a rhythm dribble, able to pull right up and shoot it and knock it in.
That's candy for James Harden.
Hey, going left. I mean, you want to push him right, but for what?
It was a year ago this time. Hachimura came from Washington to the Lakers as Harden buries a 3. Tried to share it with him. Plumlee kicks it. Harden's open in the corner. Down it goes.
If I'm worried about announcers jinx and I'm a player, then I must not be that good.
That's right. Here's James Harden, and another 3 is down. Good defense by the Clippers. Hard with a 3-on-2. Oh, step through, gets by Hachimura. Shifty. James Harden. Kawhi Leonard guarded by Reeves. Vanderbilt in the area. Now Harden, shot clock at 1. Harden, cash. James Harden, late clock. 2 seconds separating shot and game clock. Harden's going to use it all. Harden with 4 to shoot. Got it. Mid-range jumper from the baseline.
Clippers played the Lakers on Tuesday and won 127-116. Harden to the bucket, and we're tied at 4.
In his skill set.
He had 25 points against the Lakers. Off the missed shot, here's Harden. Kawhi playing in his 39th game. Barnes the foul.
Skying through the air, grabbing one-hand rebound. I'm just so impressed. That is playing for so long. And I remember him in Philadelphia. James Harden.
Grady feeling more comfortable out there.
Yeah, you're going to get your opportunities. Probably a conversation there that's going to allow him to relax and play ball.
Harden gets to the iron and lays it up and through. Man. Back over to Harden. And with the offhand, Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Barrett attacking. Has it knocked away by George. He's grabbing his hand. Harden now in the paint. And Harden's got 17.
Up it to Leonard. The defense converges. He gets around it. Harden shimmies his way down the lane. The floater is good for Harden. He's got 19.
They run out on the closeout so hard to take that three-pointer away.
Powell. Use Harden. 3 is good. And the lead opens up.
Yeah, he's shooting 40% this year. Career high.
Oh, good block. Harden for 2. He goes right to back, and that one's rejected. Tice got it. Meanwhile, Harden gets 2.
My man James Harden, like he just plays in straight lines.
Big Katie bar the door for the Cavs.
Paul George has returned. He played 6 minutes, in the first quarter as Harden down the lane. Well, he uses that body well, and he was able to lean into Allen. Harden steps into the forecourt. Picked up by Allen on the switch. Fires a three. Harden can heat up in a hurry.
Yes, he can. He is.
In an 8-minute span, they've been terrific in terms of protecting the basketball tonight. Coffey looks to penetrate. Mitchell doesn't let him. Harden steps back for three.
That's a good shot.
And that's something Washington needs to pay attention to, right? Maximize the opportunities and get to the offensive glass. They only sent one body that time.
And the three goes up by James Harden. Be mindful tonight, Wizards fans. The Clippers #1 in the NBA.
And he can enter this game averaging 23 a game.
There's a three in, this time by James Harden. Leonard inside, good active hands by Washington as Leonard's on the deck. Harden. Shot clock expires, knocking it down over Coulibaly.
It was like 2 seconds left, and you can't fall asleep there, right? That's what we were talking about coming into this game. Stay focused. Those 2 games that they won, they had a great advantage on the glass.
Fade away in the mid-range by James Harden.
Right, and 0 of 5 from the floor for Tyus Jones, also not clicking on the offensive side himself.
There's James Harden.
And when you're talking about this LA Clippers squad.
Picks up his dribble. You can see him motioning to Gafford to tell him to cut. Washington turns it over. Harden steps inside of Gafford to get the layup and the foul.
They just look disjointed on the offensive end. You've got to move into. So they played a screen, switched it.
And that's Harden going one-on-one with Gafford. That sidestep three is a signature move by James Harden.
James Harden with a Plumlee screen. Harden backs in, rises, fires and fills it.
But he's a guy who averaged close to 25 points a game for Charlotte and really prioritized wanting to get to a winning situation and be here on the Miami Heat.
Doesn't accept the role of coming off the bench this year. He and Harden, longtime friends, of course, played together in Oklahoma City. Westbrook giving it up that time. And shot clock at 8. George with the kick. Harden spot up three. Hits it. James Harden with his second three. Harden gets to the basket and floats it up and in.
Just under 10 minutes left in a 1-point game with the Heat on top. Harden, a three under duress. He made it, plus a foul, and he went sailing into the Clippers bench.
Has not been looking to score as much today as he had in his previous 4 games played. Harden toe tap three. It's good. James Harden, 17 points. Whereas Kawhi Leonard owned the third quarter, the fourth has belonged to Harden, and it's happening with Leonard on the bench, although he's going to check into the next dead ball. As Harden drills another three, and he's fouled as well.
You got to move the ball from side to side because the Clippers are a pretty decent defensive team, so you're going to have to move the rock.
Harden with the push off and buries the three. Paul George gives. Plumlee hits the brakes. Harden for three.
Plumlee looks like he's getting every rebound right now.
Harden fires again and hits. That's 3 threes for James Harden early.
I'm going to give Hunter a heat check on that shot. He has been knocking shots down since he's been on the floor.
Harden against Okongwu, lays it in. One of my all-time favorite guys on this team, Josh Smith. And a three on the wing for Harden, gets the lead back.
You cannot play on the side of a shooter like that. You got to be covering the paint.
James Harden. Trey harassing James, puts up the shot. Oh, he banks it in, and they call it good. And
who's only one of 3 guys to have 25,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 10,000 assists, would say that to me, then we got to give this a shot. And then the other guys, Harden, Kawhi, as Harden hits a three there.
You don't want to put it all on your teammates. He has the ability to look at it also.
Here's Harden. Knocked down a long three earlier. That's 2 for 2. He is shooting, by the way, folks, a career high.
Harden touches the paint, slams on the brakes, and knocks it home, and we're knotted at 13.
Not so much this year, but his size and his presence. So that opens the floor up for Trey and CJ.
Wow, James Harden knocking home. Sidestep three, got it. How many times have we seen that? Up to 11 points on the night. Here's Harden with a quick catch and shoot, got it. James Harden looks.
They would later lose 28 straight games. Harden for three, it's good. And it's a very good start for the Clippers on a 9-2 spurt. Harden knocks it down. James Harden, just his second basket. He was 1 for 10 in that game last week against the Pistons. He's 2 for 8 this afternoon. Three en route. It's good. Second triple for Harden. Clippers cut the lead to 7. Harden rumbles down the lane, forcing the issue. Leonard. Harden, catch and shoot three. Splash. James Harden has found the range of late, brings the Clippers. Harden going to try to rescue the possession and does. 7 for James Harden.
I mean, outstanding defense, Rudy Gobert. Because, like, again, we talked about how good they are defensively, especially on their initial thrust. Boom.
Harden knocks it down. He's got 9 and a timeout from Minnesota. They trailed the Clippers by 10. Winner takes a top spot in the Western Conference. Deflection interception. Harden with plenty of time. 2 to shoot. Harden for 3 ahead of the horn. Yes, sir! We're down by 6. Harden picked up by Towns. He liked this matchup in the first half. Backpedals for 3. That's wide.
Tomorrow night, that'll be their final game before the All-Star break. The Clippers will head to the break after tonight. Leonard will be in Indianapolis. Don't know if he'll play yet in that game as James Harden scores. Rebound for Coffey. Here's Harden for 3. Buries it. James Harden. And Kuminga, the other starter on the floor with this group. Here's Harden down the middle. That's Golden. Count the basket for James Harden. 7 points now for him.
4 of 13 from deep. They involved Zubac in the pick and roll pop there, but then they got the rotation. And that's where you just can't stop Harden. Once he gets downhill like that.
Here's Harden from deep. 3 goes down. James Harden with 13 points.
He is checked out okay, and he will be returning to the game soon.
All right, thanks, George, for the update. As Harden takes his first shot of the third quarter, and it's good.
Lead to the fast break opportunity.
Giddey tried to put his head down, but went right into the tower. That is Zubac. He is a big presence in the lane. Man contested, but Harden able to finish it off, and that might be efficient all season long. This Thunder offense has been very orderly, and Harden, it looked like that was just a floater. Not sure. Initially, it looked like it might have been a pass intended for Zubac.
And I like how the officials let that call kind of go. You know, just let that play out. Like the Paul George trying to dunk the basketball on check. You know, no real contact there.
Boy, James Harden. There's now Josh Giddey will defend. George. Back outside to Harden. And there is James Harden.
4 points. Put that in perspective. Clippers had 30 at halftime.
And there is James Harden, and that's what you were afraid of with that first 3 dropping in for him.
Step back, Coffey, shot clock down to 6. G.G. Jackson guards Harden, who rises from 3 and hits his first field goal of the game to give the Clippers the lead.
They're back on top. Harden. Oh, the acceleration to the left side.
He just knows. He gets by the initial point of contest. He's
Harden, the switch, Murray on him. And Harden knocks it down. You know, his score is the triple-double.
There it is.
13, 10, and 10.
There's Harden. I mean, that's still good defense. They're not trying.
Fox, nice pass to Lyles. Good dig down by Westbrook. Harden. So both guys active number 3 and 4 score.
Clippers are 20-7 at home. The Lakers 11-19 on the road. Here's Harden, and it drops. James Harden.
Zone from the Clippers. Taurean Prince drives the closeout for the bank shot.
And the first points off the bench for the Lakers. I don't know if people realize how strong James Harden is. And he's shooting 40% from three. His highest percentage from out there since 2013. There's Harden again. You see him reach the ball out. There's the reach in by the defender. Count it, and one. And the difference right now is free throws. Like the other night, the Clippers have taken 11. The Lakers have taken 2. There's Harden getting a basket again off the window into double figures now with 11 to lead the team. Harden's got 9 here in the quarter. Make it 12. Swishing home a 3. They haven't won a Clipper home game. The Lakers haven't since 2000. As Harden gets another basket, he's got 16. Now, but there's Coffey with the offensive rebound. Harden for 3 from straight on. It's good. Second triple for James Harden. This would be a huge comeback win for the Lakers if they pull it off. They're outscoring the Clippers 34-10 in the quarter. James Harden finally gets the Clippers a basket.
High screen from Plumlee down the lane. Counted out, a foul for Harden. And Poole now with 8.
Yeah, I mean, he's outstanding in transition when you're backpedaling. Speaking of which, he put Poole to say step back.
Wizards in that loss to the Lakers. Westbrook. Great ball movement. Open is Harden for the 3. Back-to-back triples for James Harden.
The ball is moving at a higher frequency, hence allowing that.
For James Harden.
As Plumlee misses, Harden with the offensive rebound. Last 15 shots, 15 points that is, for James Harden.
Well, I think sometimes Paul can be as big as enemy from the perspective of just not going to get it. You know what I mean? Like that.
Foul.
Shot clock expired.
Turnover against the Wizards, their 5th. Harden lets it fly. Oh, it's good again. 5 of a kind. Harden was electric in the first half. Gets to the rim and remains that way. 23 for James Harden. And there's Kawhi for the rebound. Back to Harden. Flings up a 3. It's good again. That is 6 threes for number 1.
Chemistry between Giannis and Dame and the development of those two guys playing together. You gotta know, after playing in Portland for 11 years, being the guy with the ball in his hands, Harden with the little floater, you just gotta know.
You know they're coming after he makes a basket if they're coming before he even shoots and enters the game. James Harden with the answer from 3. And a corner look for Norm Powell, who gives it right back up to Harden. And lefty stroke cooking.
I'm now off my soapbox.
James Harden into the paint. That's where he's living right now. 48-41 after that bucket. Harden gets another look from the wing. And James Harden.
Bad shot, but you make it. You get this building into it. You start to chip into it. So I don't mind that you realize you're outmanned a little bit.
And Harden, though, with the answer back the other way. Bobby Boogie.
So Bobby Boogie.
Oh, Dame nearly got the pass pickoff. Harden. That's a big bucket for the Clippers. And an and-one chance.
Doc Rivers knows he's going to make a big one. He's got to have him out there for spacing. The guys give it to him where he's supposed to have it.
Wow, Harden, a deep shot with 8 minutes to play. Harden looking for it, man. He's got another and one opportunity.
Zubac out to Harden, 14 on the shot clock. Harden for 3, and he too shooting a career high from three-point territory. He walks it across. Play a little stack pick and roll. Harden off the screen, got downhill and scores it. And there's that one-legged shot. This time it comes off. Houston up by 4. Harden got to the rim, counted and one.
Make sure you finish this final 2 minutes strong.
Jayshawn Tate had a notion. Paul George Great perimeter defense coming back the other way. They got a 3-on-2. Harden steps through, lays it home, and the lead is down to 10. Thompson knocked George to the court. Thompson gets to the court. Plumlee comes out of the pack. Frenzied, frenetic. And it goes to Harden off a missed pass. What a wild sequence onto Harden. Harden goes tween. Got into the rim and got to the paint and scored it. James Harden with 7.
It's 22 hours in between tip-offs, which goes against NBA protocol. A shameful scheduling situation, and those responsible should be embarrassed. I'm being very honest.
A Warrior, he's going to try to be out there, and nothing's really going to keep him off the floor if he can help it.
George drives and dishes to Harden for 3 in the lead. He got it, 72-71. But this game far from over. Harden for 3. It's a big one. 107-97 Clippers.
The same point. That's how I remember Beasley in the NBA. One night he might be knocking down 5 out of 6. The next is James Harden, the floater, and one coming up behind the backboard almost, and they're looking for that against the Clipper defense.
Well, an aggressive James Harden is my favorite James Harden, and how about that? Harden now with 6.
We hear Ty talk about it all the time. He's proud of how much better they've gotten at it. Oh,
Harden with the flush! Harden. It's good. Harden now with 10. Harden the step back. It's good. Harden now with 13.
Anderson sticks with George here. Now the switch as George gets Anderson on his back. Leonard and George both missing the game against the Bucks Sunday, and there's the beard. Laces a three-pointer. Gobert ends up on Harden. They clear it out for him. A mismatch. Harden pulls it. Harden hits his second 3. Stephanie Reddy reported that there is hope that he will return. Oh, a little fake behind the back. Harden able to lay it in. What a play.
First ballot Hall of Famer, a lot of credit, right? Pride could have played a huge role in that decision. What's best for the team? Nice move there by Harden.
Hunter off the bench with 18 on 7 of 10 shooting. Harden counted at a foul. It's his first bucket.
It's a lot easier to kind of build your organization around those individuals.
Excellent hustle here from P.J. Tucker in a lopsided affair so far. Harden feeling it. Oh, he knocks it down. It's a 20-point game.
Just a man that came out with a lot more energy and effort early in this game, and they set the tone. And thus far, we couldn't respond to that, only in small spurts.
A little confidence here early against this veteran-laden Los Angeles Clipper team. Harden on the post-up, again using that forearm on the free hand.
To go into defensive rebounding mode. And Chris saw that D.A. hadn't committed fully to the look. So he made the cut right on time. There goes James.
Holding, surveying. Tice comes up to screen. Harden gets an open look and drills the 3.
Now, everybody knows you can try to read it and slip it at the right times, but the Clippers are a veteran defensive team where they don't get beat on a lot of that stuff. They're going to force Scoot and these rest of these Blazers to have to make some jump shots. Get all the way to the restricted area like that. It's in there.
Henderson recovers out on Harden. Gets a hand up on the closeout. Good close with a crossover and then into the lane to draw contact and swing it outside to George and then retreat to look at a 3. Steps back, arcs a high one up and in. Harden. Well,
after late in that game, the last matchup between these two teams seemed to be hurt a little bit. There goes Big Zoo. That's why they want to get him out of the paint.
Harden into the lane, backhand scoop up and in.
So there it is, one-on-one basketball.
Harden working late in the clock, 11 to shoot. Steps up and fires and scores.
Not that I think the Clippers will begin to press necessarily, but it will make this arena come alive. Also have 3 left-handed players on their roster. Jordan Miller, who's a rookie, James Harden, and Amir Coffey. the latter two who are out here on the floor right now, with Harden knocking down that shot.
Bottom of the 6th pick back in 2018. Harden to the rim, counted and a foul. 21st in the league, and that number has plummeted since Joel Embiid has not been available. Harden forcing the issue, counted and a foul the second time here in the quarter. 5 to shoot for Harden. Lets it fly ahead of the horn. James Harden with 8 of the 12 here for the Clippers in the first quarter. Clippers down by 14. Harden to the rim, and Harden lays it home and trims the lead to 12.
What happens is Philly sets that screen so high, he's coming full court with the ball, full speed. The big man's got to get up there. Harden with the drive and the finish.
I think you like to see that Siakam, once you get to that right hand and use the glass, and 2 outstanding moves.
Harden downhill and able to lay it in on Nembhard. Harden with his first basket. Pacers out in front by 1. They are 6 of 10 from the field. Clippers have taken 9 shots. They've made 6 of them. Now they've made 7 of them. Harden with 4. 9 to shoot for Harden. Lets it fly from 17. It is good. Harden now with 11 on 3 of 7 shooting.
Lowry searching. Poked away, and Leonard comes up with the steal ahead to Harden. Harden drives, and this time Harden finishes, gets on the board. Harden looking, kicks it up top to Coffey. Shot clock at 2. Harden's going to have to release. He does. His three-pointer's good, and the foul. Great joy.
Yes.
Cameron Payne blocked from behind by George. There's a terrific defensive hustle play. George back to Harden. Harden lines up his three-pointer. That's good. Bamba thought about a 3, now drives and floats it up. He's about a 1.5 feet short. Harden, the crossover, gets inside. Layup is good, and a foul. Oh, without Embiid, the hustle play is critical for them to have a chance. Harden lines up that 3. James Harden with his 3rd three-pointer. Oubre gets inside. Layup comes up short. Leonard able to grab it. James Harden back inside, step, flips it up and in. Beautiful shot from Harden.
Bounce pass cross court to Harden. James Harden picked up by Wagner. 3-point shot. It's good. Limiting the Clippers so far tonight to just 1 field goal. Harden using a Zubac screen. Suggs fighting through. Harden jumping and shooting and firing it in. Plenty of time for the Clippers. Harden keeping his dribble alive into the paint. Trying to pump it up and did, and got it to go.
Stepped him up. Brandon Miller off balance. Too strong, rebounded by James Harden. Clippers leading by 7, but being threatened right now. Harden, 3-pointer, the first of the night.
Trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts. Davion on the floor for Keon Ellis, who has 3. Shot clock at 6. James Harden, sidestep triple. That looked good right from the jump.
He's obliging. 6 of 7, 12 points for the Joker.
Harden for 3. Got that one. That was true.
Finally.
Needed. 21 is the point differential.
But also, too, that shows one of the Achilles heels for the Nuggets as back-to-back buckets here.
Clippers clear that rebound. Clippers now down 3. 2:25 left in the half. Harden with Brown on him, shakes him and scores. Vintage move for James Harden. He's got 20 first-half points now. Denver back in front. 10 in the quarter for Jokic. Matched his first quarter output. Harden for 3 over Brown, and he sticks the landing. Now Harden got the ball in his hands, not giving it up, and he scores with a left hand, his strong hand. Harden. Oh, sweet little turnaround by James Harden.
How good their defense was last night.
When you go back to that big streak where they were 26-5, they found a variety of ways, and they didn't do anything that wasn't repetitive.
Speaking of math, Brian, I was thinking about this earlier. If you and maybe this makes it simpler for Clipper fans, they just have to go 4-2 as Harden knocks down another 3. NBA players so good at that, at stripping guys low. You know you're not going to block it high, so make even if you don't get a piece of the ball, make him change his route as Harden knocks down the three. Change their route so that they miss the shot.
James, by the way, has only taken 3 shots. He's made them all. Harden has taken 4 shots. He's made them all.
Harden, saloon doors, a couple of defenders, throws it off the window and in.
George on Strus. Great ball movement. Harden's going to have to bail out the Clippers, hoisting up a 3. He put it in. Once a whistle, not going to get it. 5 quick ones for Harden. Are 7 of 11 themselves, including 2 of 4 from above the arc. Harden has hit a 3. He's hit another one. How about James Harden? 8 points here in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter.
He throws them right back in the mix with Boston and Milwaukee and New York and Cleveland, et cetera, in the East.
Harden now has 3 threes.
Houston North, it will not be the defense they can use if they expect to go anywhere in the playoffs.
2 for 1 opportunity, and Harden able to lay it in. He's got 19 points here in the first half.
A better challenge out of the Clipper defense and a missed shot by the Cavaliers.
Harden for the 3. Oh, he rattles it in. James Harden with 22. That's his 4th 3. Certainly lifting the spirits late in the year after a very difficult stretch that most rebuilding teams go through. James Harden quick to the rim, a whistle and a timeout.
Put the Clippers in rotation, and then you get a downhill floater for Exum.
Harden meets Doncic. His 3 is good. James Harden on the step back.
And the important thing is that his teammates surround him. These are 2-3 hours that you will get, that the only thing that will be on your mind is basketball as you see James Harden knock down the 3.
2 for 1 opportunity for Los Angeles. Here's Harden shaking around Exum. The teardrop is good. James Harden.
See Cleveland trying to force him to his right hand. They're clearing that out, clearing Westbrook out so he has more space to get to the left.
Harden, you bet. Man, over to Powell. Gives it up. Harden, the 3 is good. James Harden is 4 for 4 from downtown. The aggressors to begin this game. A 19-point lead. Here's Harden looking to shake Hardaway. Harden, step back, is good. Plus the foul.
9 field goals, 6 turnovers, 5 assists for the league leader scorer and one of the best Mavericks teams that we have seen in recent memory.
And it starts in the 3rd the way it went in the first half. 10 on the shot clock. Harden a deep 3. You bet!
Back in, as Jared reported, questionable with that back issue. Also rolled his ankle in game 1. Harden gets to his spot. I think he's also gotten into better shape over the last year and change. And he's been a huge plus for the Mavs. Harden forcing the action. It's blocked by Gafford. They're going to count it. Harden surveys. Trying to get Exum in the blender. Harden. The fadeaway. Good, and a foul. Vintage Beard. Doncic taps it to himself. Zigzags to the rim. And the knock away by Powell. Ahead for man. Harden by himself. Upstairs for the jam. The Beard rarely goes to the rarefied air. For the rebound. Jones, Euros. And he threw it right to George. That is 10 turnovers.
They're trying to do a little too much. Not his game there, Derrick Jones Jr.
Harden got a 3.
And that turnover on one end.
He's fearless. He's cold-blooded. He rises to the occasion.
And Harden answers with a wide-open 3.
Harden with the steal. Harden goes right at Kyrie Irving. A lot of contact. Bank shot is good.
Terrence Mann has had him. Westbrook's had him. Now Powell getting some time.
James Harden, plenty of room. Nails it. Harden with his 2nd 3-pointer. You know, it's a great question. I thought a couple of years he should have gotten more votes as Harden knocks that down, but there's always one other guy. Harden, again, James Harden heating up. Harden answers with a 3-pointer. That's an important bucket as this one is starting to get away from them again. Leonard has it. Harden goes inside, lays it up and in. 21 for Harden, and that cuts it.
Question, Doris, because if Kawhi Leonard is in the lineup, you're relying on him to be Kawhi Leonard and not a shell of himself.
Clippers came in desperate, then they got the news, no Kawhi Leonard, as Harden knocks down the three. That's 9 3-pointers already in just... Harden. Washington got out of the way, and Harden knocks down another three. Harden gets past Doncic. Shot is good. James Harden now with 13.
It's so smart.
2 personal fouls and 1 technical now. Harden, step back, 3-pointer. Got it! James Harden now lighting it up. Harden, pull-up jumper, got it.
It's ridiculous.
He's upset, he thought he got fouled. George stumbles a bit, but hangs on. Harden, his floater up and good. Harden with the answer. James Harden. An appropriate chant with this Dallas team. Can they stop Harden? No, Harden comes right back. Back-to-back buckets from the beard. 5 on the 24. Kleber's on Harden. Harden drives inside, off the glass. 3 straight buckets from Harden. And a timeout call by Jason Kidd. Clippers up by 4. 7 on the 24. Harden gets inside, the floater, count it, and 1. James Harden, big buckets here in the 4th quarter and a chance for a 3-point play. Washington guarding, 5 on the 24. Harden sees the shot clock. Off the drive, the floater's up, it's good. More Harden heroics here in the 4th.
They keep everything close to the vest.
Maxi Kleber has checked in. Harden will put up a 3. He missed the first, he nails that one, and been hunting, who they think is a little bit in trouble moving laterally. Doncic, they've been hunting him with this knee. Harden puts up the shot.
Zubats. High dribble, but a legal dribble. Harden gets inside, off the glass is good. Tough shot with Irving draped over him.
It was an 8 or 10-point game. What has gotten them back is the activity level, and Harden,
the steal and the finish. Here's Harden. Gets into the paint. Pulls up, jump shot, got it. Harden now in. And Harden floats it up and in.
He did it with Kevin Durant in Brooklyn. This is normal for him.
Harden, beautiful move. The floater goes and a foul.